Hey guys, how's it going? It's Flat Earth Sage back again. Um, I just wanted to do a quick video and talk about a little bit about what I think is coming next with this whole pandemic nonsense. Um, I was just every now and again I get notifications on my phone from different like news articles and stuff. Um, I do sometimes I do read them, but here's the difference. I read them with an open mind, and if I don't think something is correct or accurate, I don't believe it. Um, so I was looking at it, the article. It was talking about the UK is about to impose harsher restrictions due to a new strain of COVID. Guys, we knew it was coming. And I don't know if they're really talking about that in the US. I hope not. Um, but this is the issue. We got vaccines starting to roll out and stuff. And the vaccines are supposedly meant to help cure the first strain of COVID. So the problem is that viruses mutate. You cannot have you cannot have a vaccine to protect you against a virus. It's never been proven effective. Um, and that's basically because of a virus always mutates. You can't come out with a cure for something if the disease is always changing. It's not possible. So what's going to happen is they're going to roll out another vaccine, and to supposedly combat this new strain of COVID. The only problem is, though, that means multiple vaccines, different vaccines, being injected into the human bloodstream, which, of course, I believe can cause issues because every time they create a vaccine, there's always stuff in there, questionable stuff. You're going to have to research it for yourself and look in what is in a vaccine. You can't just expect to go to your doctor and be like, yeah, what is in this vaccine? Because they will not tell you. Either they will not know what's in the vaccine, or they do know, and due to lawsuits, they don't want to tell you. So you have to research this for yourself. You have to look for yourself on what's in a vaccine. Once you start understanding what kind of things are in vaccines, then you start realizing how dangerous it is, and that those things should not be ever introduced into the human bloodstream. I'm not going to go over those things because I want people to look for it for themselves. I have looked at it for myself. In fact, I took a screenshot of the ingredients in a typical vaccine. All I'm going to say is that the stuff is not good, what they're putting in there. So they're going to keep injecting people with vaccines. That's going to cause adverse health problems. I would be willing to put about 99.9% sure that it will cause adverse health problems. And people need to understand too, every year 1 billion people get exposed to the flu, or the common cold. Those numbers are way larger than what they're reporting for COVID. For COVID, they're reporting around 1 million deaths worldwide. Guys, there's 7 billion people in the world. I don't know the math for that, but the odds of you getting it or dying from it are extremely, extremely low. And I know people are like, but the doctors, They told me they diagnosed me with COVID. Well, of course they did. What do you expect? People's goal in this world is to make money. And if the healthcare industry knows it's profitable to diagnose people with COVID and then try to attempt to provide treatment for them, and if they know that'll make them money, why wouldn't they do it? Like, we go around acting like doctors are the most honorable people, and they all care about us and our health and safety. And even though that might be true with some people that get into the healthcare field, they want to help people and stuff, when they get in there long enough and they realize how much money they can make from doing certain things at the hospital, they're going to take the option that'll make them the most money. They want Mercedes and Lamborghinis and Lexuses too, just like everyone else does. So you really can't take their word for it. All I can tell you guys is that you need to research it for yourself, and don't even take my word for it. After you're done watching this video, go and look this up. Go see if anything that I'm saying has any sort of validity at all. It's honestly not for me to tell you what the truth is. It's for you to find it yourself. I can try to point you in the right directions to find the truth, but ultimately it's up to you to decide whether or not to look into it. At the very least, no matter what you currently are thinking in your head or believing, it's very important to have an open mind and to examine all possibilities, because that's the way you find truth. And as a truther, as truthers, we're all on the quest to find truth and to spread the truth to others, and that's the goal. And that's why I make these videos. Because even if a majority of people say this is garbage, this is BS, this guy's stupid, I know there'll at least be a couple of people that are like, you know what? Maybe this guy might be onto something. I'm going to go look this up for myself and see. And then they can decide. And if you don't agree with me, then you don't have to watch my videos. You can go find someone else you will enjoy. But this is what's coming. And I wouldn't be surprised if here soon enough people are going to start dropping like flies. It's very important not to get these vaccines. If you're sick or anything like that, it's very easy to heal yourself. Very easy. Vitamin C, vitamin D, fresh air. There you go. That's how you live a long, healthy life. For example, when I eat my lunch, I work in the produce department at Fry's right now. So when I eat my lunch, I usually get some organic fruit and eat that. It does help a lot. Believe it or not, it gives me energy. If I feel tired and I eat that, I'm good for the rest of my shift. Not to mention all the vitamin C and all the other, trace minerals that are in those things. They help to keep you safe. Vitamin C, excuse me. Vitamin C will help to strengthen the immune system. Vitamin D, of course, you can get that for free just by being out here in the sun. Now, if you're a place where it's cold and stuff like that, I can understand wanting to stay inside, but it's very important. Just layer up and spend about 30 minutes outside. That's all it takes. 30 minutes, you get your vitamin D. Combine that with eating organic fruits and stuff. Hey, you got your vitamin C too. And I promise you, if you guys keep that up and keep getting the proper nutrients that you need, you will never be sick. And I promise you, you can take that to the bank right now. So there's no need to get a vaccine. Let's play devil's advocate for a minute and say that COVID was real. Because, let's be honest, I don't know, could be real, could be not. But let's say it was real. First off, it's no more deadly than no more deadly than the influenza virus. Okay? And many people each year get the flu, and they're able to get, proper bed rest. They eat the right types of food, and then eventually they'll heal themselves. What people need to understand is these symptoms that people get, it's all your body's natural reaction to pathogens. It's basically your body fighting, off the pathogens. Think of it this way. If you're in a fight with somebody and, the fight's, going on for a good minute or two, what's going to happen? Eventually, one of the people or both are going to get tired. That's your physical body's natural reaction to extreme cardio. Your body starts getting tired because it wants you to rest because you've been overworking yourself. It's no different from, and also, say you encounter that same opponent many times. Eventually, you're going to start examining his moves. You're going to know how he fights, how he moves. And you're going to be better equipped in the future in case you do have to fight him. That's exactly how the immune system works. You can think of it in that way. You get introduced to a pathogen. The body has a reaction from trying to fight it off. Eventually passes the virus. Assuming your immune system's strong enough, it eventually passes the virus. And the next time you encounter that same virus, it's easier for your body to develop a game plan to fight it off. This is how an immune system works. This is why you don't need a vaccine. And I know lots of people that end up watching this video are going to ignore this advice. But I promise you there are alternatives. Healthy, safe alternatives. To not getting sick. And I fear for the people that are planning on getting the vaccines because they're going to have to get tons and tons and tons of vaccines. A lot of people think it's just going to be a one-time vaccine. That's it. No, guys. If you think that, I got news for you. That's not the case. And, I hear people in the truth community saying, it's possible this could be the mark of the beast. I don't know if this is the mark of the beast for sure. I think that it most likely could be, but then again, I don't know. But I do think it's better to play it safe than sorry. Because if this is the mark of the beast, after you get this, guys, you're screwed. You're screwed, you're screwed, you're screwed. You might as well buy your coffin now if you do get the vaccine. Not to mention that, the physical death, but then there's also going to be the spiritual death too. Because you would have been marking yourself as property of Satan. So anyway, that's basically my 2 cents on that, the whole thing. The world's crazy. It's full of lies. People will deceive you any step of the way. Best thing you can do, have faith in the Lord, and just keep pushing through. Make smart decisions, use great discernment. Anyway, guys, this video is about to be 15 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and continue enjoying my day out here in the sunshine. Um, and I hope everyone's doing well. I love all you guys. Peace, guys. Make smart choices.